Hello, my name is Andrea Bishop, and this school year I worked under Associate Professor Celeste Campos Castillo on her Privacy Co-Management on Social Networking Sites Among Latinx Adolescents project. This project was in partnership with Milwaukee's United Community Center, where we interviewed the adolescents who volunteered to be a part of this project. The research project has two primary goals. Our first was to identify privacy co-management norms and practices among Latinx adolescents using social media, particularly around information suggestive of anxiety or depression. Additionally, we want to develop and disseminate guidelines for privacy co-management to Latinx adolescents, their school teachers and administrators, and their adult caretakers. We asked the question, how can technology support adolescent mental wellness? One of the questions we receive is why Latino youth? There are multiple reasons, the largest being that Latino youth are among the fastest growing U.S. population and most frequent users of social networking sites. Additionally, Latino populations are very underrepresented in studies about digital inequalities and privacy, and they offer a unique view, as unique privacy challenges include documentation and immigrant status of themselves and their families, and adhering to cultural values like family, religion, and spirituality. The general perception of social media from the teens' point of view involves negative and positive effects. Negative effects mentioned by the teens are bullying, lack of in-person contact, and distraction by or addiction to social media. However, positive effects that many teens mentioned are a connection with friends and families, meeting other teens online with similar interests, and getting support from others. This is a chart of the percentage of the interviewed teens who believe that social media has a mostly negative effect, 24%, on people their own age, a neither positive nor negative effect on people their own age at 45%, and a mostly positive effect, or 31%, on people their own age. Following that data, we also gave teens a series of situations and asked them whether they would not be worried, would be worried but would not tell a trusted adult, or would be worried and would tell a trusted adult. Listed on the horizontal axis are all of the aforementioned situations. The white column reflects the number of teens who answered that they would not be worried about the proposed situation. The gray reflects those who would be worried yet would not tell a trusted adult, and the black column reflects those who would be worried and would tell a trusted adult. For example, these first two situations listed have the highest number of white responses, meaning that most teens believe that these are situations that they would not be worried about. What we are looking at here is the gray area of the answers, and we are trying to figure out what teens decide not to tell adults, to figure out these unwritten rules of privacy co-management on social media. Finally, the results of what the teens typically saw as hazardous to a person's immediate physical health, these last two columns, included no white or not worried responses. We want to focus some more research on this issue of body insecurity. Through a bit of brainstorming and analysis of the interviews, we found that many of the teens find that issue to be something that everybody deals with. Because this has the largest gray area, it is the most important to look at. Additionally, we also have a tentative hypothesis that the high number of worried and would tell an adult answers for this bullying and cyberbullying column is because of a recent generational change in the response and social awareness of bullying. This would mean that had similar questions been asked years ago to teens then, before anti-bullying campaigns, there would have been a larger gray or white area in their responses. Obviously, this is just a hypothesis that we are not able to test, but it's still an interesting thought process. Just to reiterate, the major findings are that most teens believe that social media can detract from or add to mental well-being, and that most teens are eager to report issues to trusted adults when those issues may harm the physical or mental well-being of their friends. Our next steps involve interviewing the parents of teens and finding what they know or think they know about teen behavior on social media. We also want to possibly have an interactive event for community engagement for parents and teens alike, and we are looking to share our current results on the UCC website. Finally, behind the scenes, we will be continuing research on those gray areas from the charts. Thank you for watching my presentation, and thanks to UR at UWM for allowing me to participate in research.